Good morning to you all. This is your boy, it's Comet Chat. It's probably around about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I am here with my second word of encouragement. Yesterday I did it live from my back porch. Um, think this might be a little bit more better, look a little bit more professional. Just wanted to reach out to y'all. Like I said, the reason I'm doing this, for those of you that are tuning in, is that I recently gave my life to the Lord. In April 21st to be exact, of this year. And before that, I was giving out these little words of encouragement to my children. My daughter named it Danny's Weekly Wisdom, and where I would basically take a word and I would get a look up a phrase about that word or a quote about that word, and I would give them the word of the day, and I would then give them a quote of the day. And after that, I would write my own little thoughts on the word, that particular quote. They seem to like it, and I thought that maybe this would be a good way for me to try to encourage those of you that watch me, support me, follow me. And maybe this could be like a grassroots thing and catch on and then maybe spread and just encourage them. Like I said, I'm not trying to preach, I'm not trying to convert anybody. I'm just saying words of encouragement from one YouTuber to another one, from someone who was recently gave his life to the Lord. I'm trying to grow myself more spiritually. I'm trying to get in better shape physically. I lost a good bit of weight. Now I'm trying to exercise every day, riding the bike, walking, that kind of stuff. So I'm just trying to be a better man all the way around, spiritually, physically, mentally, financially, and hopefully this word, like I said, the word of the day and the quote of the day and my thoughts on that, it will basically help someone that may be feeling down or maybe just need uplifting or just maybe just need to say, hey man, it's going to be all right. So today's word, as you can see here, is motivated. Motivated is the word of the day. And the quote of the day is, if you believe it will work, you will see opportunities. If you believe it won't work, then you will see obstacles. This is one of the quotes. I love quotes. I love using quotes whenever I'm talking to someone and trying to explain to them. Quotes always seem to hammer my point home. Also, my favorite book in the Bible is Proverbs. Proverbs has a very lot of quotes, man. Very spiritual, very common sense quotes. Things that are written in the book of Proverbs I try to use every day, or try to use from time to time when I'm explaining myself and want to hammer a particular point home. What I wrote about that, my thoughts on this, like I said, I went all the way back, and I have up to, I want to make sure, because I wrote it down this morning. I got, since last year, 32 different words and quotes that I sent my children, and now I'm going to share them with you, and I hope that goes from there. So listen to what I said. I said being motivated and maintaining that motivation are two very different things. Being fired up and motivated after you see, hear, or experience something inspirational is something that we all have gone through. We get excited, we buy things that we think we need to help us achieve whatever we are now motivated about. But all too often, after the fire dies down and the newness wears off, we fall right back into our old habits. We all do this. I've done this several times. Sometimes those habits are good that we fall back into, but in most instances, our habits are just very easy and very comfortable for us. Nothing that's going to challenge us, nothing that's going to make us change. It's something that we're comfortable in. And if you want to grow, you have to be uncomfortable in some points of your life. It took me a long time to realize that, but if you want to grow and be better, you're going to have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation and master that uncomfortable situation. I did it professionally. I did it in my relationship. I'm in an interracial relationship. Very uncomfortable here in the South, but now I'm stronger for doing that. I have found out that in life, if you truly want to succeed, you have to put ourselves outside of our comfort zone. I just said that, but I said that this is what I wrote to my children that day. Once we have mastered or become comfortable with being in the new uncomfortable environment, we will see growth. That is very true. I believe that. Now, too often we go back into uncomfortable situations without a plan. That can be very, very detrimental. That is a recipe for failure, and also it creates disappointment and self doubt. You go into something new, you don't have a plan, you're bound for, I'm not saying you're going to fail every time, but there's a high probability that you're going to fail if you don't plan out and anticipate unforeseen issues and foreseen issues. When going into any new situation, you have to research, plan, and double check those plans in order to have a reasonable chance of success. Having a support system and a backup plan is wise, but not essential. It's wise, but it's not essential. the core and how good your planning is. I'll say it again. Having a support system and backup plan is wise, but not essential if your plan is well thought out and allows for unforeseen hiccups. You gotta allow for that stuff that you don't anticipate. So you gotta allow yourself a buffer. I hope in all of your lives, if you really want something, that you get motivated, you form a sound, realistic plan, and ultimately achieve success. That is what I told my children, and I wrote to my children, and of course I told them that I love them, which I do love my kids. I have a son, 2 daughters, and I try to write them these words of encouragement several days out the week. Not every day, but 2 or 3 days a week. I try to send them this, trying to let them know that, hey, Dad's thinking about them, wants the very best for you. I want the very best for you out here that follow me and support me. And I hope this word of the day, motivation, and the quote of the day, which I will repeat one more time. The quote of the day, if you believe it will work, you will see opportunities. If you believe it won't work, you will see obstacles. It's something that we all are guilty of from time to time. This ain't going to work. This will work. Most of the time, the glass is half empty. Most people, very pessimistic. It's not going to work. It's not going to Start looking at stuff through a different lens. Start trying to have a more positive attitude, and you'll see opportunities. I can tell you, for me, prayer works. There are times when I don't know where to turn. I get comfort in prayer. I get comfort in reading the Bible. I get comfort in talking to my parents, who are both pastors, and it brings me comfort. And I know sometimes that that's the only thing going to get me through. Like I say, I'm not preaching, not trying to convert anybody, just showing you my personal experiences. And I like to share and continue sharing these words of the day and these quotes of the day. If it's your first time ever coming to my channel, I please ask you to subscribe, definitely, and also hit notification bell, because I don't want you to miss any material that I upload. These are words of the day and quotes of the day. And also give me that thumbs up. If you leave a comment, I will definitely respond back to your comment. So, having said that, I hope that this encourages you, those of you out there that follow Comment Chat, your boy, Danny. I appreciate it. And until next time, take it easy and peace.